Welcome back to my first time where Nita and I watched a little movie called Avalon, directed by Barry Levinson and starring a young Elijah Wood. I'm going to put 6 minutes on the clock.
Well, he wasn't the only star. He was like...
Well, him, Aidan Quinn, Kevin Pollak.
Yeah, it was like this grandfather, father, son trio that was the main focus, as well as this this Jewish family.
Yeah.
Which, it was really good. I like the way they... I love storytelling. And when a movie incorporates storytelling on top of already storytelling, it's just always a plus. Always. I mean, it was a good movie. It was kind of bittersweet.
Yeah.
It was very bittersweet, and like, you really, it's one of those families where it's like, they're dysfunctional, but you know where they're coming from because your family is also dysfunctional, and you like get so into their family and the dynamics of all of that that you're just like, this is my life.
Well, it's a story of the main characters are second and third generation immigrants, and then the grandfather is telling the stories of everyone coming over. You also notice that every story is a little bit off because when they make reference to another time,
yeah,
that one of the details is wrong.
Or different.
Or different, yeah, exactly.
Because in the beginning of the movie, he's like, we have to remember.
Yeah.
We have to remember so that, like, the way he said it was, the memories are important.
Yeah.
And he's retelling them so much, and everyone's like, yes, we know the story already, because they've heard it a million times, and he's like, I'm telling you so that I remember. And it's like, that's like how it is throughout the movie, like, he's always telling stories, but it gets progressively longer in between him telling stories.
Yeah, and details are wrong, like,
because, like, the stories are always linked, like, it's always, like, right after the other.
Yeah, exactly. The delivery of the piano. Like, you know, when you actually see the delivery of the piano, it's pouring rain, he's playing the piano in the street and all that.
Yeah.
And then in the retelling of him telling it again to Elijah Wood, it's not...
you should put a spoiler warning right in the beginning, because there's no way to...
No, that's not really a spoiler. That's just one of the short...
Part of the story.
Yeah.
It's still a spoiler.
They get a piano.
Well, it's not hugely important to the story, but I feel like...
But what about, like, so you like the cast and everything, the direction?
I loved the cast. I loved everyone they put for whatever role they were playing. For the kids, for the mother, for the grandmother, for the sister, for the sister-in-law, for the brother, the cousin, I don't know. It's just a huge Jewish fucking family. And you can't keep everyone's name straight, but you know the general idea of everyone's role in the family. Like, there's the wise guy instigator, and then there's the really conservative guy, and then there's the head of the family, who's really jovial and, like, generous, and then there's the one who's envious of him, which is his brother, because he's like, you were the last one here in America. Yep. I should be in your place. You're a crappy fucking head of the family. There's always that power struggle.
Well, yeah, and this goes back to, you know, 50s structure of families where the immigrant came out, one immigrant came over, brought the next one, brought the next one, and the whole family ends up over here.
Brought everyone over.
Yeah.
And the head of the family actually was the last of 4 brothers to come over to America.
Yeah.
But he ended up being, like, the figurehead of the family.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think this is what our generation lacks, is there is no family head. There is no head of the family. There is no one, this is what I say.
Well, everything's about you rather than everything's about us. as a family. There's no one like
the dynamics of this movie. Like, you understand, but the further into the future we get, the further away from what
traditional values and
like I know that
actual family
that we had sit down dinners. We had to eat together. Yeah. There was no, if you didn't want to eat with the family, then you weren't gonna fucking eat. You just went without food. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
My grandfather had the last say in everything, even if my grandmother tried to convince and cajole him because I begged her, because I really needed this thing. If my grandfather was against it, that was it. There was, no. Absolutely
There's nobody
not.
else, yeah.
And, like, now it's just, like, single parents, and, like, you can still have that traditional family in a non-nuclear family setting.
Yeah.
You just, it's a little bit more work.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you're a single parent, but you're gonna fucking sit down and eat with me, bitch. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
That's it. But we lack that in this generation.
Okay, that was 6 minutes about the movie. So, if you don't want any spoilers, you could turn this off now, go watch the movie.
I think we're going to need more than 4 minutes of spoilers, though.
Yeah, but this thing only records like 13 minutes, so.
Lame. Okay.
Anyway, so we're going to go do a couple minutes of spoilers now. We'll see you next time on My First Time. But as of now, spoilers, spoilers, spoilers.
Oh my gosh.
You cut the turkey without me?
You cut the turkey without me!
Oh my
gosh, you cut the turkey without me. It's so disrespectful. Yet every fucking Thanksgiving, this motherfucker makes everyone fucking wait for their food. The children are crying, they want to eat, they're hungry. Everyone's there, even people who live just as far as this motherfucker get there in time for everyone to eat.
Exactly.
And this motherfucker gets upset because they cut the turkey without him. Sorry. My hands are always going.
I know, but make a lot of noise.
I know.
The, just before that, Elijah Wood's like eating his food. He's like, I hate when it touches. Which every fucking
knows.
child, every child
has gone through that phase. I used to not be able to eat my mashed potatoes if there was one single kernel of fucking corn in there.
Oh yeah.
Cause no, it can't touch. And the mom said what every fucking mom says. It's all going in the same place.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it gets passed down from generation to generation because my grandmother used to say that to me. It goes in one place. It doesn't matter if it mixes. But it doesn't taste good together. It can't touch.
Yeah, my father was like caught this movie very early on. I think we may have seen it in the theater even. And we've been quoting this movie for 23 years.
It's not even just that. It's
so
like
perfect. It's a perfect film.
It is
so perfect.
The storytelling is it's gradual, and you don't notice that it's really truly like progressing.
Can I go to the bathroom?
You can go to the bathroom, but you may not. You know what? I used to have that same fucking problem.
Everybody had that teacher.
Yeah, everyone had that teacher.
Had that fucking teacher.
You know what? The one that used to bust my balls over this wasn't even a fucking English teacher. She was a math teacher.
Yeah.
Can I go to the bathroom? You can, but you may not.
Oh.
And every single time, I knew what she was getting at. I understood the concept. But in modern slang, can is also used as may.
Yeah.
And I was in 6th grade, and I was like, no, I'm not saying it. Not saying it. I'm gonna pee my pants right here if you don't let me go to the bathroom.
And the bargain wedding that lasted forever.
Yeah, the bargain wedding that lasted forever. No one can do that. You want to know why? Because everyone is a fucking just so stupid.
Yeah.
Because they get into these huge fights and blah blah blah, and it's over. It's done with.
Look at what she put up with.
She put up with this fucking monster of a mother-in-law.
Oh.
That She put something here with the
you want to ride? Flowers. You want to ride?
No. It's too soon. You just no. I can't drive.
I'll take a streetcar. I'll take a streetcar.
And then the streetcar
jumps some fucking
and then the streetcar's fault and on top of her fault. What if I had been in that car?
I could have been in the car. I could be dead now.
It only happened to you because it's you, because you just started driving. I could have been in that car. Fuck you, old woman. Although I love the actress. I love her.
She's just perfect.
She is. She's like a mixture. Like, she is every...
It's passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's every Jewish and Italian mother I have ever met.
Yeah.
Ever. Just personified in this movie.
Such a sweetheart.
Because in that time, in like the 1950s and all that time, passive-aggressive, that's how women dealt with things.
Yeah, exactly.
They'd made everything passive-aggressive. I even fucking do it sometimes. I mean, sometimes I just get too pissed off to be passive-aggressive. But when I'm, like, trying to keep my cool, I just make these, like, snide little passive-aggressive things.
There we go.
And we're done?
Yeah. I just want to wrap it up about the poor family that came over from the concentration camp.
Yeah.
And how they...
And the mothers are gossiping in the kitchen like they always do.
Exactly. Or the story in the beginning. How's it go?
I came to America in 1914.
No, not even that. So are you born an aunt?
Yeah, are you born an aunt? Aunt.
Yeah.
You have to say aunt.
Yeah.
I was taught, I used to say aunt, but I was taught to say it aunt the proper way because it used to piss the fuck off out of my grandmother. Like, she could not stand it when I called my Aunt Margie, Aunt Margie. It was not happening. But, like, there's this whole discussion. So why is she a great aunt? Why can't she be an awesome aunt? No, it has nothing to do with...
What about ants in the ground? What about the red ants? Oh.
And then what was the question that she was just like, I don't know. What is my second cousin twice removed?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Every child has that question that puts a stop to any adult.
Exactly. All right, we're going to wrap that up. We'll see you again on My First Time.
There's so much more to say about this movie, though.
Yeah.
About
watch the movie. It holds up. It's 23 years old. It still holds up.
It's heartwarming, but it's so sad because
you want to cry.
Yeah, like you love the grandfather. He is the perfect grandfather.
Yeah, Armin Mueller-Stahl is the name of the guy, and you've seen him in plenty of films. He was in Angels and Demons most recently, and The Game, and a bunch of other films.
Yes, well, he's an awesome grandpa.
Yeah.
My grandpa's pretty cool. My grandpa's my hero, but I would also settle for him as my grandpa. Definitely.
All right. We'll talk to you again on My First Time. Good night, everyone.